Empty in the house.
Hey, if it's good enough for Steph, you can't really go wrong.
Road to the finals is a lot easier if you win this one.
And the Cavaliers already with a focused look on their faces as they arrived earlier, planning on a strong performance in their home building. Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K. The playoff picture coming into focus now, Greg, with a good portion of this regular season behind us.
And for the teams that are definitely in, they're trying to maintain momentum and health, right? But for the teams still clawing and fighting their way in, that's where it gets exciting.
Adams, he makes the Johnny from the left block.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Adams. Wells is out there with Jalen Suggs. And it's Mobo in at the 4 spot. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. The Heat getting the bucket. Pass to Garland. And Adams sends it back. Unloads from 13. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. So the Heat, their last game, a win against the Washington Wizards. Pass to Sensabaugh. Back to Monroe. Launches a 3. Rebound by the Heat. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And it's Darius Garland with the rebound. For Cleveland, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And Adams sends it back.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Jones is checked in, and Miami with a change here, too. Clark's checked in, and the basket by Jones.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Well, this is certainly not the game he was hoping for offensively, but they've been able to find points as a team even without his contributions.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Stolen by Jones. And now the fast break, Garland with the ball. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. The Heat with the lead. No good that time. Good D by Jones. Garland with it. Guarded now by Clark. Garland, no good. The Heat have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look.
Thomas checked in for Miami. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. Second, the Cavaliers.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You know, not a good start for him offensively. Just 2 of 8 from the field, but his confidence has not waned.
Monroe outside. Jones for 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. 1:09 left to play in the first quarter. Mobo. And the call.
I don't watch your Twitch more. Why you want me watching? Guess I do my fault. I don't watch it more. I don't have this phone. That's what I'm watching Twitch.
On the shot that sends him to the line. The Heat shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Substitution on the floor.
Goes up off the inbound, and that one is hammered home.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
On the court for the Heat, we've got Wells. Adams is out there with Suggs. And it's Mobo in at the power forward position. Now, here's Adams. He's making his presence felt offensively.
I'm watching it right now. Chill, let me get down and low. What am I watching? What's the question? You don't watch out. You don't like that. What do you want not to do? He is not. I only hear that. not lie on Twitch. He always said he was not. He's not. That's the point. He's not lying. If you don't use it, it's not lying. No. He not lie on Twitch. I'm gonna say something. You're not lie on fucking Twitch right now. You start a live stream on Twitch right now. I'm trying to say something on Twitch right now. Yes, I did call you. Well, I do call you. I'll show you something. Yes, I do. Subscribe, guys. Why are you go for subscribe, guys? You want to show me how far? Wow.
With his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Garland. The Heat getting the bucket. Here's Monroe. Off target from three-point range.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much. And here are the Cavaliers now. Following the score by Miami, sinks the three-pointer.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
Pass to Clark. Shoots. The six-footer's good. He's got 10.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the Suns in Phoenix.
Well, he's going to have to watch himself now. It's a little early for that second foul.
Williams, he's checked in for Cleveland. And Miami with a change here, too. Wells, he's checked in for Clark. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's...
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Heat lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Cleveland.
Please direct your attention to the center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drum line. They're thinking.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
And for that game against the Pistons, this will be a good challenge. If they could come in, play with intensity, and sustain that, they'll be.
Circling back to our featured game, the Miami Heat find themselves in a pretty even matchup.
I know my partner here appreciates the brute.
And that's a halftime wrap.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge.
Team foul. Number 75 is fourth. First team foul.
Stan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there are so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double team him, send a second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
That's right. We've got Monroe. Mark Williams is out there with Evan Mobley. Then it's Darius Garland. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense. Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Yep, that one goes. Now it's a 6-point Heat lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on.
Substitution on the court.
Cavaliers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. They've got Adams. Suggs out there with Wells. And it's Mobo in at the 4. And Garland comes to help. With the second effort, Williams with the block.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
And Adams sends it back. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Heat lead by 16. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
And that one misses.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Here he goes. Mobo with the rebound. Mobo's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Here's Adams, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pass to Sensabaugh. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Okay, time for an injury report.
Hey guys, I got an update from the head athletic trainer of the Heat. He told me that it looks like he sprained that wrist. Thankfully, no signs of broken bones. If he were to miss time right now, it would really hurt this team, especially during the latter stages of the season. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him.
Yeah, and he seems to have lost his rhythm all of a sudden. This has not been his court.
Mobley misses.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Good tee by Williams.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selection. You have to be set up for success.
Back to Monroe. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Cavaliers making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Cleveland's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. The 3, it's hauled in by Adams. And the layup's good off the glass.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Monroe's shot is good. 36 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Garland with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Garland.
Substitution on the court.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Off the inbound, no good. I'm just not sure they have the time to pull this one off.
No doubt the clock is their biggest enemy right now. It just about take a magic trick for them to find the points they need.
Mobley with the block. And so it's Miami winning this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll do it, folks. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.
Right, MP. They can't stop you.
Another day, another win. Good work. You know I rock New Balances myself. Graceful mile. That hip.
We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, attempting to enter the court or interrupt play, or using improper language or gestures. spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff.
Round 1 continues with a heavy dose of citrus. The Miami Heat have a battle ahead. Can they even the series at 2 games apiece? They know they can win, and now must rise to the occasion with millions of fans looking on as they square off against the Charlotte Hornets. Round 1 of the
A critical Game 4 coming your way in the Eastern Conference playoffs. You take a look at the Heat. What a great chance here for them to bring the series even at home.
A great chance indeed. This team is very much alive, and they know it. A win here makes it a best-of-3 series.
And a look at the starters for Charlotte. Brandon Miller is out there with George. And it's Dixon in at the 3, the small forward. Pure from three-point range.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Second chance effort. Great D that time from Miller.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Suggs against George. Here's Dixon. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Charlotte shooting their first foul shot of the night. Here's Wells. Suggs outside. Takes the 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Shooting in good rhythm there, Suggs. Off the catch and shoot, nicely done.
Here's Charlotte. It's a three-point game. To the wing, right side. Off the mark there with a 3. The Heat have gone 1 for 3 so far. And he converts the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And he dunks it down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Dixon. Charlotte again missing. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Just a strong finish there, guys.
Hey, needed just one hand to do it.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Pass to Adams. And it's the Hornets on the break. Here's Miller. And miss after miss right now.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
To the left side wing. Suggs outside. To the inside. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Timeout call, the Hornets. Miami making a switch here. Clark's checked in. And a change for the Hornets. Rupert's checked in. Hornets trail by 5. George passes to Cardinal. Here's Miller. Drops in the 3. Miller's got 6.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And the Hornets making a change here. Barrett's checked in. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in.
I think he has to play more conservative from this point on.
On the court for Charlotte, we've got George, and it's Baldwin in at the center position.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Inside. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to Rupert. Launches a three. Gets it to go. Makes him 2 for 5. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for Charlotte.
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
And we got to also mention their intensity on defense so far. I mean, the number of steals they've collected has been substantial. And that's the risk you run when you leave them in with 2 fouls.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's George. Give him 8. To the paint. Pass to Dixon. From downtown. Fires in the triple. He has 6.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Count that one.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And so it's George with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. Three-pointer, no good.
You know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
Tries again. Here's Adams. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Adams has got 4 points in the quarter.
Wow, he really fires up his team with his ability to extend possessions.
We're not even at halftime, and already he's got 4 fouls. Definitely going to have to limit his minutes the rest of the way.
And he can't get the first one. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Miami out in front, up 5. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Draws, please. They're thinking about the shot.
Thanks for joining us for Game 4. At the half, some ground to make up for the Charlotte Hornets.
They're doing some good things. Rebounding is not one of them. Maybe try a bigger lineup in the second half. Maybe run more guys to the boards. Maybe both.
Listen to Coach O'Neal.
Taking a look at how the series is going for the Heat. Game 4 is always important, but does this game mean a little more to them, Shaq?
No doubt, Ernie. If they lose this series, it's finito. Done. They're not coming back from 3-1.
Hey, I have to agree with the big fella. Another loss, better get the fishing gear ready.
Ooh, high stakes. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's...
Pass to Rupert. The 3 is up. Rebound Miami. Adams has got rebound number 8 here already in the game.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And for Charlotte, we've got George, and it's Baldwin in at the 5, down low. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Pass to Dixon. George has the open look. Rebound Miami. Adams has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, you know, their offensive rebounding throughout this one has been clutch, timely. I mean, it's kept the ball out of the enemy's hands and gotten them lots of second chance points. That's a winning recipe.
Well, another area they've been productive is off of turnovers, scoring many times after forcing the ball out of their opponent's hands.
Boy, and that is a bunch of rebounds for a player who's not the biggest guy out there.
Heat leading by 20. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. It's good.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
The Hornets have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Here's Rupert. Charlotte, no good that time either.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Kicks it to George. Fires the three. Knocks down the triple. George has got 22 points.
He started to pick it up from downtown. Made just one in the first half, but he's drained 3 more since.
Heat leading by 19. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Ooh, it's stolen away. Pass to Cardinal. Miller on the wing. Plenty of room to knock down that one.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Now Adams. And there's the rejection. Here's Miller driving inside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
That's good for Miller. Miller hits them both. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Miami leading by 15. They can't stop the run with that one.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his makes in the last quarter.
No fooling around right there, B.A. He just gets to the rim and punches it down.
How about his defender? Just playing it safe. Didn't want to make a play on the ball or the man that time.
Nope. He just had a little too much spring in the step that time.
Hornets trail by 14. From the arc. Mobo with the rebound. Mobo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth. Can't drop it in from the right block. For Charlotte, they've gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in. Struggling this fourth quarter. Here's Miller. Off target from outside. Heat leading by 14. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Brandon Miller.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
That one's no good. On offense, here are the Hornets. They're on a 10-2 run here.
And with time running down here in Game 4, we've got to give credit to what a terrific performance it's been for the Heat.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number 1 was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm. And they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And this evens up the series at 2 games apiece. They came in and did what they had to do. Now locations will change again.
And this puts them in a great position. Going forward, they just need to stick to what they do best.
Looking to end this cold spell. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
Number 75. Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Charlotte. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Rupert. Pass to Isley. The 3 is up. That one is off. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
75.
So it's the Heat winning this one easily. A huge victory for them, knotting this series to 2.
We've got ourselves a series.
This series is a war, and you just won a crucial battle. Terrific win. Still anyone's series. Got to win this game tonight and close these guys out.
Yeah. We have to see you get that sign. basketball court. You got two videos out. You got sweet. And I hope you get your subscribe. This basketball, you get your subscribe. Around. See you guys next time. You get your subscribe. On this basketball, that's the video. Top schedule. See you guys next time. You subscribe. Every week. That's